Yoga. What are you saying? I forgot my microphone before, so I didn't post. But I got it now, so I'm making a quick video. Big up everyone that came back to the channel, everyone that watches the content. Make sure you're hitting the like button, sharing the message to some people who might want to watch it and take something positive from the messages. So, the Matrix, we hear all these phrases and these myths and these sentences, and they all seem so boring. They all seem so simple. So we think they're not true, or we don't believe them. But when you think about it, the things that are so basic, the things that are so you're not sure, those are the things that are the truths. What do I mean by that? When you want to lose weight, everybody knows you go on a diet, so you eat less food. Calorie deficit diet is what they call it. So you work out your calories, you work out how much you burn, what your maintenance weight is, and you try and burn more than what you take in, you lose weight. If you want to have more money, more wealth, you get a better job, better income, you increase your skills, you go back to your education, get more skills or jobs you can do, and get a job with higher income. If you already have a job and you're budgeting and you want to try to save more money and grow it that way, spend less than you earn. You won't have to change anything. Spend less than you earn, and then you can now think about investments. You can now think about maybe side hustles, business, other ways of trying to increase your income. Now, how do I make energy? How do I improve my aura? How do I improve there's a word I keep forgetting the word. I can't remember it, but it's like chi. It's another word for chi, Indian word, but I've forgotten it right now. But it's kind of basic, and again it's kind of like what I'm saying is so simple that you don't want to believe it's true, but it is true and it works. 1, learn to mind your own business. Whoa, this is mind-blowing. How can it be if I do this? One of the main things. If I do this, I will glow. If I do this, my skin clears up. If I do this, my eyes get brighter. If I do this, my gains in the gym gets better. If I do this, I'm less stressed. Let me say it again. Learn to mind your own business. Now, if you look back on the channel, and I will make more videos about this, there's videos talking about how we leak our energy. And I'm not immune. I make these mistakes all the time. So these videos are for me as well, to remind me, to help keep me on track. And you guys should start your own YouTube, start your own channels, start journaling, start writing this stuff down, start building up this sort of stuff. So one of the things that I'll start the story. So I got this message from this young lady who used to be a friend of mine a few years ago, and she's an artist. I was an artist before, so I took it like, oh, okay, artist to artist, that kinship, right? And it was a message saying, oh, go and sign up to Elon Musk's new cryptocurrency gambling website. Yeah. And I was like, Elon Musk gambling website, this would have been in the news. I never heard about anything like this in the news. But as it was another artist, I just took it as face value. I was like, okay, let me give it a go. Bad mistake. I wasn't minding my own business. I've got nothing to do with cryptocurrency gambling websites. But it said if you join, you get a free 2,500, which you can withdraw straight away. Now, it sounded too good to be true, and we all know what. If it sounds too good to be true, it definitely is too good to be true. What else do we know? You know, these other things. If it sounds like a duck, walks like a duck. You know, these sayings, they come from somewhere. So I went to the website, signed up for it. The money showed up on the account of the website, and I'm like, yes. And then I went to click withdraw, and it was asking me like, yo, what's your bank details? Send this amount to this as a verification. So I was like, what? Why would I have to send you something to take something out? So I messaged her, yo, what's going on? This website, what's this about? It worked. I'm gonna do it, but it's asking me to put money in. Did it work when you did it? So I checked. Thank God for that. I didn't put my bank details in. She's like, oh, my account got hacked last night. I know it's a lie. It's some sort of monitoring spirit. My account got hacked, and then after we got off the topic of that scam website, she started asking me about my life. Oh, what are you up to? Where have you been? I haven't seen you. Are you making music? What are you doing? And I was like, what? All that just to try and get information. And I fell for it because she's another artist. She's a girl. We went on a couple of dates before. So I got maybe a soft space in my heart for her or something. I don't know. Some sort of old feeling, something. I can't even explain it. Just some history. Not much. Nothing happened. It was just like a few dates. Nothing happened. Nothing big happened. So I started talking to her. Started messaging her back, getting into this conversation with her. They started asking me about my music. As soon as I said to her a kind of ambiguous answer, well, I didn't say yes or no, block. Guys, learn to mind your own business. She's not minding her own business. That's a monitoring spirit. She's been sent to get that information out of me. I nearly failed for it. These characters, they're always trying to stalk us, get information about us, go back to the handlers, saying they're what we're saying. And I was almost opening up to this girl, and it could have been a lot worse. I'm so glad that she blocked me when she did. Grey hairs. I was so glad she blocked me when she did, because these people, these narcopaths, they fake friend you, and they start trying to, you know, burying. I think she said something about it a long time ago how she's a witch, but she's creative as an artist. She's like, I'm quite creative, so I thought we had that in common, but we don't. So that's what happened. So I didn't mind my own business. She definitely didn't mind her own business. So that's what I was saying. We need to learn to mind our own business, because by doing that, it will prevent these kind of scenarios where we end up leaking our energy to people. You get it? You end up leaking your energy by giving people information on your life, by getting involved in these egoic conversations. Even the chat that I had with her, where she was like, oh yeah, I'm making music right now, I'm doing a mix right now, which was a lie. You exchange sort of vibrations with people, frequencies, and then you end up, and then when they block you as well, that confusion, that sense of what happened, what did I do, that also is a drainage, of a way of leaking energy. So if someone has been out of your life for 10 years, 15 years, they haven't asked about you, and they pop up out of nowhere, ignore them. Don't leak energy. Don't start. I always think to myself, oh yeah, I'm strong, I've healed enough to give people plain answers. I've healed enough, which I kind of am, but it's such a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of everything, and it can backfire. Basically, everyone can be fooled. I can still be fooled. We all can. We're all human. So it's something to remember. These narcopaths, you know, they're very crafty individuals. They're looking for you to slip up. They're looking. What was the other one today? Where there was a guy that lives next to me. He was cycling his bike and he was cycling right behind me, and I kind of paused. I felt like I was about to do a back kick and kick his head off, and I recognized him. I just paused. That it's this sort of thing. Is them wanting this energetic exchange, this kind of I don't know, this exchange. That's the best way to explain it. It's like these characters, they don't have any identity. They don't have any sense of self. It's all based on egoish sort of thing. So they're looking for you to give them a reflection. That's what it is. So by me pausing, by me stopping, it's like I told him in his mind that he's real. These people, they're mentally ill, they're sick. I'm just minding my own business, walking, you know. He cycles his bike up behind me fast, like he was gonna park his bike next to this thing. He was in my line, like there's direct, like in my slipstream. Is that how you say it? Formula One. Yeah. And I nearly kicked his head off. I just paused, because what you have to practice doing when you come across these characters is you really have to learn to ignore them. Don't react. Don't give them supply. Don't get involved in these things. Just let them find somewhere else, someone else. Let them go and do the shadow work that you're doing, because that's basically what it sort of boils down to. You're doing your own shadow work. They should go and do their own, and not look for people to always validate them. They should validate themselves like us and love ourselves. And with that, we can remember who we are and move forward in a positive way. Ooh-wee.